Yo, what is going on, Vulcan Turtle family? I hope you all are having a fantastic day. Today, I'm actually going to be tackling a deck that has been requested a few times, Darkrai VSTAR. I want to see if it's actually any good. I know that it was one of the more hype cards coming out of Astral Radiance, but it hasn't really seen a whole bunch of play. So let's just jump into the deck and see if we can win a couple of games with it. A big thank you to PTCGO Store for sponsoring the channel. You guys can check out the link in the description where you can use code VulcanTurtle at checkout to save 5% on your order for your code card needs for PTCGO or PTCGL. Thank you again, PTCGO Store, for sponsoring the channel. Thank you, Fantasy TCG, for sponsoring the channel. If you guys want to go and save money on IRL product, check out the link in the description to save 5% on your order with coupon code VulcanTurtle to get all your IRL PTCG needs. Thank you again, Fantasy TCG, for sponsoring the channel. Alright, so this is the list that I decided to play today. Just kind of like built the 60 out of nowhere. It wasn't really like referencing anything, so this is kind of like what I threw together. But I think it's kind of decent. So what do we have here? We have ourselves 3 copies of Darkrai V and 3 copies of Darkrai VSTAR. Darkrai VSTAR has the ability Star Abyss, where during your turn you can take 2 item cards from your discard pile, put them in your hand, and the attack will do Dark Pulse. So it'll do 30 base damage and then 30 more for each darkness energy attached to all of your Pokemon. So how are we manipulating that? Well, we have ourselves a Moltres V, which has Dire Flame Wings, which says once during our turn we can attach a basic dark energy card from our discard pile and attach it to Moltres V. If you get 2 Moltres V down, you're able to do an extra 60 because you got those extra energy down. But also we're playing Galarian Weezing, which has the ability called Energy Factory. Energy Factory states that each basic energy attached to your Pokemon that have Weezing in their name provides 2 darkness energy, which means that 1 energy equals 60 extra damage for Darkrai, which is really good. So we were playing a 2-2 line of Koffing plus Weezing. We also have a Moltres. It's nice to have a baby attacker that you can go into and offset the prize trade. And with Moltres, you can set it down, accelerate 2 darkness energy onto Moltres, and then swing for 50 more. It does 20 base, but then you do 50 more for each prize card your opponent is taken, which is really good. So we can knock out Mews like crazy with that thing. So as for our draw supports in this deck, we don't have a lot of support Pokemon, but we do have a 2-2 line of Bidoof and Bibarel. Naturally, this is one of the best draw supporters in the game right now. I was thinking about Varoom, but I kind of want to just like draw my 5. I don't want to have to like discard too many energies, considering that we are also playing Greninja in this list as well. And Greninja is just your basic like, oh, the Radiant Pokemon that can draw you 2 cards. So Radiant Greninja, it is really good card. We're playing 2 experience share because keeping energy on the board is extraordinarily important, but this also means that our counter stadium to things like Path to the Peak is Shopping Center. We're able to put down those EXP shares on a Pokemon and then at some point pick those EXP shares up and put them on a different Pokemon, which is going to be really crucial in certain matchups. Or if you have to toss away your EXP share, you know that it doesn't have to go straight into the discard. You can actually just put it on a Pokemon and then pick it back up with Shopping Center. And it's also extraordinarily important to remember that tool cards are no longer item cards, so you can't get this with Darkrai's ability. It is now considered just a Pokemon tool. It's its own category, so you cannot get an EXP share with Darkrai's ability. So just a little thing to note there. We are playing Echoing Horn because there's a lot of basic type decks out there that do end up actually playing 1 or 2 prizers, and if we can use this Echoing Horn, we can cheese ourselves into the prize trade pretty easily with our 2 bosses orders on top of it. That is pretty much like the main components of the list. If you guys want the full list so you can test it out yourself, check out the description. That is where the entire 60 will be, so you can copy and paste it into your PTCGL and give it a try. And let me know in the comments, what changes would you make to this list, and do you plan on playing this at any local cups, challenges, leagues, anything like that? I really want to know, so let me know in the comments, what do you guys think of Darkrai VSTAR? But let's get into some games. Alright everybody, so here we go into our very first game here. We are going to see if we can actually pull off a win with Darkrai VSTAR here on the ranked ladder. I want to play on the ranked ladder a little bit more because the casual ladder seems to really provide more like experimental decks, and I know you guys actually want to see these lists go up against some of the bigger decks that you'll see in competitive play. So we are going to only be playing on ranked ladder from this day forward. No more of that casual stuff unless we're playing something like really wonky. But we do get to choose to go first, which is really nice for this deck. It's something we definitely want to see. Let's see what we're going to go up against here. Do we have a good starting? We did a terrible hand. We get the mulligan here. Okay, you know what? That's fine. They got the mulligan too, so no resources for anybody really. Ooh. Okay, we mulligan twice. Ooh, they are going to get extra resources. 3 Klaras in the hand. Mirage Gates, we are up against some sort of Lost Box deck. Not looking good for us currently, considering the fact that we don't really have any draw support. We do have Bidoof. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start the Bidoof. And we're going to call it good there, because I don't want them to, like, escape rope into things. Oh, they took another mulligan. Okay, that was their mulligan. Never mind. Perfect. I thought they were, like, had a basic in hand. So I think they mulligan twice as well. No extra draw for us. Really? They mulligan 3 times? Let's go. All right. Oh, Greninja's huge here, actually. Okay, so you know what? We are happy. Starting the Dragonite. Probably not something they really want to see, in all honesty. And we got the Koffing. Bro, this is actually turned out to be pretty good. All right, let's go ahead and put Moltres down, Darkrai down, and the Koffing down. Let's just get it all out of the way. We are going to conceal cards here to draw 2 more. Got ourselves an Ultra Ball, which does actually get us the homie Bibarel. So let's go ahead and attach a basic energy to the Bidoof, so it's something that we can retreat into. We are going to Dire Flame Wings to put an energy onto our Moltres, and we will end our turn there. Now, hopefully they don't, like, pull off some weird shenanigans here with the Darkrai or the Dragonite, hitting all those escape ropes and all that good stuff. Possible that it could happen and they can hit us with a cram and get a knockout on something, but at the end of the day, I don't think it's going to matter all too much. We don't really need a lot of energy to actually be able to take out these baby Pokemon. It's more or less the V Pokemon that we are worried about, that we need to get knockouts on. So we'll see if they can actually, like, pull off any shenanigans here. Okay, switch cart, no escape rope there. They need to get 4 in the Lost Zone to even hit us with a Cramorant, so that is what the most important factor here is. Okay, we're going to see a Echoing Horn actually go into the discard. I don't mind that, because right now we do have, like, game on board. We have two prizes, so that's 4, and then any other single prize Pokemon here could be a problem, which is not great, but if they can't really pull anything off, we're going to be in a good position. Wow, okay, so we got ourselves a pass. EXP share, huh? Let's go ahead and give that to the Koffing, because when it becomes Weezing, it becomes even stronger. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and conceal cards here. Draw 2. Another Darkrai plus a Moltres, huh? Okay. Let's go ahead and set another Darkrai. I think that's fine. We will get rid of the Moltres. We know we play Klara and we play Pal Pad, so, like, Boss's Orders being gone doesn't hurt us too badly. Now, before we evolve into Bibarel here, I think it's safe to retreat into this Moltres. We're going to try and get a knockout here. Yeah, Moltres is not our best attacker because it does do damage to itself, but hey, if we can actually pull off attack and maybe get some decent damage down. Ooh, okay. Alright, well, we got a Dark Patch, which isn't bad. We can start actually building up a Darkrai here. I know my opponent doesn't have much, which means I don't really want to judge, but I also really do need to get an energy in hand to knock out this Comfey. Yeah, we're going to have to judge. Let's see if we can get an energy here. Okay, nice. We got a couple, and we got the Darkrai VSTAR. Actually, kind of busted. Let's go ahead and attach here, and we are going to Aura Burn, get a knockout on this Comfey, and see if our opponent has a good response after that judge. Go ahead and take our prize card. Oh, research. Okay, you know what? This is actually turned out to be a pretty decent hand. Because now we can actually conceal cards away this basic energy, draw 2 cards, Ultra Ball, get ourselves something like the Weezing. We do need to retreat, which isn't really a problem with the homie Moltres. No, okay. Ooh. I would rather them swing into the Greninja, if I'm being honest, because I can actually attach for the turn and retreat, so not going to be too big of a deal there. And we can use our Star Abyss to get a Dark Patch, so that way we can actually attack with, like, Darkrai before we retreat, get Darkrai into the active, and all that good stuff. Now, it does think that we don't have our Boss's Orders anymore, because we can actually start building up our Darkrai. We can take a huge knockout on this Dragonite. But I think the really bright side here is the fact that their Dragonite can't OHKO our Darkrai, but it can go after our Moltres, so it is something that we have to be careful of. We probably also want to get another Darkrai VSTAR down, so that way this isn't an easy 2-prizer. Okay, another Comfey coming down. Let's see here. Can they switch? If they do decide to escape rope, oh, going for the vacuum here. They're going turbo. Oh, they got rid of our EXP share, bro. No, that's all right. So they're only at 4. Okay, Koffing kinda not good here. Let's go ahead and do this. Let's go ahead and Industrious Incisors to draw 2. Got a Boss's Orders. That is actually really, really good, but the problem being right now is we don't have enough energy on board to take a knockout, I don't think. So Yikes. To toss that, and it's our last boss because we did have to toss one earlier. Ooh, I'm not liking that at all. I'm not liking that at all. Okay. What could we Star Abyss for? We can get the Dark Patch plus an Ultra Ball. Alright, let's go ahead and just use the Star Abyss then. We need the Dark Patch. We'll get the Ultra Ball. We can't Dark Patch onto Darkrai this turn, which is unfortunate. But we do have it available to us later. Let's go ahead and retreat. We'll go into the Moltres. We can Dark Patch onto the Darkrai here. Let's go ahead and Ultra Ball. We can get rid of the Koffing and the Moltres. We play Klara, so like losing them this early isn't too bad. Let's get ourselves Weezing. Weezing seems pretty decent. I think I want to get early damage down on this Dragonite, just to kind of like really help ourselves out. Yeah, and then we can research next turn. That seems fine. Yeah, let's just go ahead and put 190 on the Dragonite. We don't play any belts in the list, and even if we did, it wouldn't be enough for knockout. But hey, that 190 damage could actually be extremely good, because if they do knock out the Moltres, it's just less energy we need for the Darkrai to get a KO. So I think that's the right call, because they could actually be stuck here. They haven't used too many resources, but with a 3-card hand, plus they were probably expecting to draw with the Come phase and all of that, we could have actually put them in a position where we're going to get a 2 prize here. Let's see. Plus, we can retreat and then reattach one of those energies. They just scoop it up. Okay, cool. We actually made a really good call there. So we went a little turbo. That's actually really good for us. All right, everybody, here we go. We just ate a whole bottle of ketchup, so we know that we are absolutely ready to start wrecking house and home with Darkrai. All right, we see a Psychic coin here. That could just be for looks, though. That could literally only just be for looks. You never know. Some people like to put fire coins on decks that only play water Pokemon because they want to try and psych out their opponent. It is a really sick coin, though. Tails, we will go first. Yo, thank you very much for that. Let's see here. Let's see if we can get a really decent start like last time. All right, Greninja and a bunch of energy with a Sada. Ooh, okay, so we have Research, Energy, Greninja, Bibarel, but no other Pokemon to actually put down on the bench. Not looking good for us. Got a Moltres here. Let's go ahead and conceal cards. See if we could draw anything. All right, cool. We got ourselves a Moltres, a Koffing. We can't, like, we can actually use this Moltres, like, put it down and then, like, accelerate a bunch of energies onto it, but I don't think it's, like, the best idea on the planet because it will only do 20 damage. So, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and just Dire Flame Wings. We can attach for the turn. We have plenty of energy in the hand, so that way next turn we can retreat, Dire Flame Wings, attach, and then attack. You know, Moltres is really becoming more of an attacker in this list than I kind of expected it to, but it makes sense considering how easy it is to actually build up. Okay, so there is an Colress's Experiment. Good old Colress trying to see if they can dig themselves into the deck and find themselves a VIP pass. Comfey going into the discard with a Darkness Energy. So we are playing against another LZB list that's actually playing this specific Moltres instead of like the Drapion, because the Drapion can be shut down by the path, but the Moltres can't, so that's actually like why some LZB lists are playing this Moltres. Plus, this Moltres is actually a really decent attacker come the mid to late game, especially in the mirror, where you can just start knocking out. And 120 is really decent health, because the only thing that really usually knocks it out is Sableye, or if they can build up something like a Snorlax. Because, yeah, even Cramorant can't knock this out. You got 120 HP, and Cramorant only swings for 110, so really decent card. Okay, so nothing here, nothing here. Another energy. Goodness. Let's go ahead and conceal cards, see if we can draw into anything at least halfway decent. Bro, another Moltres. No, that's not what we wanted. All right, let's put an EXP share on the Koffing. We can retreat into this Moltres, unfortunately. We can Dire Flame Wings onto Moltres. Attach for the turn. We play the Klara, so you know what? It is what it is. We're going to have to get rid of the baby birds. Okay, you know what? This is actually a little bit better. We can do this. Get rid of these energies. Grab ourselves a Darkrai here. And I don't know if I want to attach for the... I can't attach. I don't know if I want to Dark Patch onto it. Probably better to, actually. Yeah, I wanted to do it here, but if this Moltres does get knocked out, at least we know that this Koffing is going to get an energy, unless they pull some crazy shenanigans with getting a knockout on the Koffing, or if they play Lost Vacuum next turn to get rid of it. We cannot seem to keep these EXP shares on the board. Okay, one prize card here. Nest Ball, not bad. We can actually go get ourselves a Bidoof or another Darkrai. So we're kind of just chilling. Okay, Greninja coming into the active here. Another Colress, just a handful of Colress. Kind of wish we had a Judge for last turn. That would have been really sick, but we unfortunately only had the research. Plenty of resources in the discard as well, which is not great. We don't really want too many energy in the discard. And like, yeah, we play Dark Patch and we play the Moltres, but these things do end up being a little bit of a liability, especially in single prize matchups that play boss or cross switcher, because the more you attack with it, the weaker it is, and the easier it is for these baby Pokemon to get huge knockouts on this Moltres, so it is something to be careful of. They're at 5. If they really wanted to at some point... Oh, okay. Let's give you Greninja. If they really wanted to at some point, they could actually build up this Greninja and strike our Koffing for a knockout and do 90 to the Moltres, so that way they're Sableye later. Needs a lot less damage counters on that Moltres for a KO. So, okay, so there's Sableye. They are at 6 currently, so they cannot Lost Mine yet. Okay, so a pass here. I'm okay with that. Let's see. We don't have a boss in hand, and the only way to really get there is using this concealed cards. But it's our only energy in the hand, so it might not be our best option. I think we need to retreat and try and get a knockout here. That's probably our best bet. So let's go ahead and put Bidoof down. A little unfortunate, but it is what it is. And I think we can just Star Abyss here. Get an Ultra Ball. Although we don't even really need it. We have Dark Patch in there, so we could build up the Darkrai. Because I really don't want to swing with this Moltres too much. Let's get Dark Patch, and I guess we could just grab the Ultra Ball too. Let's do this. Put it on the Darkrai. We almost messed that up and put it on the Koffing. That would have been a rip. Retreat into the Darkrai. I kind of want to Nest Ball and put a second Bidoof down, so that way they'll leave our 2 prizers alone, just in case they can Sableye. Yeah, let's do that, and then we'll Dark Pulse for 180 damage here. Really don't need too many energies on the board to get these Comfey knockouts, but you know what? We're going to go very hard this game. We're going to try and get to like 500 damage per Darkrai attack. Okay, so they are at 6 currently. One Colress is not going to get them there, and they currently have no Comfey in play. So we could actually be in an okay position so long as they're not able to switch around Comfeys. We need desperately a Judge. That is a huge hand. Okay, Mirage Gate coming into play here. Now, the cool thing here is if they actually do try to attack our Bidoofs, we have Carefree on it, and Carefree says that they can't damage our Bidoof, which is really good. Because, yeah, that would be a really bad target for us. We definitely don't want these Bidoofs to go down. They could Sableye, but they're not getting to 10 this turn unless they have an extra Comfey to play around with. They need 2 Comfey in play. I think 2 are already in the discard. 2 were in the discard, 1 was in the prizes, and 1 is actually in the loss zone here. So, not getting to 10 this turn, 100% confirmed. Yeah, so even if they do Mirage Gate here, they can knock out the Koffing. They could put some damage on something like the Moltres. No doubt about that. But yeah, we are kind of just chilling at this point. If they do accidentally target Bidoof, they're going to be in for a really rude awakening to find out that they're going to do nothing to my Bidoof. Let's see, though. Let's see. Went straight for Bidoof. Okay. Wait. As long as prevent all damage done to this Pokemon. Okay, it showed 90. Okay, it showed 90, so I was like, whoa, did it ignore it? Bug? No, okay, so they did target our Bidoof, which is awesome because that's a waste of a bunch of energy right there. And they... Yo, is this a Darkrai deck or is this a Bidoof deck? I can't even tell at this point. Okay, here we go into Darkrai V-STAR game number 3. Every single match that I've actually played against, I'm calling it game number 3 because it's probably going to be the 3rd game in the video. We played quite a few games. They've literally all been against Lost Box lists. I don't know what it is about the rank ladder and Lost Box, but hey, that is extremely unfortunate. And the funny thing is like I thought for sure Lost Box was going to be the one deck we were going to struggle against the absolute most. But our first 2 games that we showed, turns out to not really be the case. Okay, this is actually not a bad start. Let's put Bidoof in the active here, and we will pass there. We'll see what we can go up against. Okay, good. This is actually Gardevoir. We like that. We like that. Actually, 2 Gardevoir lists just won the championship league or the Champions League in Japan over the weekend. So Gardevoir is seeing a ton of play. This is a list that I don't think we need to worry about escape rope too much, so I feel like it's fine to bench our 2 Pokemon here. I feel like it's totally okay. So, okay, this is good, though. Nice. We got ourselves a Gardevoir game. Ultra Ball. So I think what we need the most, if we can get an energy in the hand, that's going to be good. I don't want to research because we have the Weezing, and Judge would really hurt. If we could actually pull off getting an energy in our hand, we can Nest Ball for Greninja, toss it, draw 2, see if we can get anything decent there, and then research the turn after. The good thing about this matchup is we can take things just a little bit slower because our opponent is not really going to be popping off in the first 2 turns. Now, they could actually like come in with Zacian pretty quickly, but I think that we're going to be kind of okay. The one thing that would be scary is possibly going up against Zacian with the Sky Seal Stone. If we, you know, unfortunately get demolished by that because we do only have 270 HP. Wow, we actually get the Greninja, but no energy. Okay. Void Return, Energy Burst. Okay. Well, you know what? Now I think we don't have much of a choice but to actually research at this point. Do we have the other Weezing in deck? We do. Okay, so you know what? As long as we get 1 down, I feel like it's fine. Let's go ahead and get another Darkrai down. No, we need a Moltres V, don't we? Yeah, let's get a Moltres V down. Sucks to actually lose this Ultra Ball because we could have gotten a Bibarel, but research. We got to get deep into the deck here. Losing item cards also isn't like the worst thing on the planet because we know we can get item cards back with Darkrai V-Star's ability. More energy in the hand. Okay. Well, we have an Ultra Ball here. We have a Nest Ball. Do I want to set up a second Darkrai? How much energy is actually in here? Just 1? But that could all turn around if they play research. Let's go ahead and Nest Ball then. We'll get another Darkrai. Why not get another Darkrai? I don't want this Bidoof getting KO'd. We know that we can do all of this. So let's go ahead and just attach here. We're going to retreat into the Greninja. Energy in the discard does give us the ability to Dire Flame Wing onto the Moltres, so that's fine. Plus, if we can hit more Dark Patches, we're Gucci. So we're kind of like chilling at this point. All right, so there's Kirlia. Refinement's going to draw them a couple cards. I think this is the kind of list where we definitely want to at least... wow, I had the fish! We're going fishing, everybody! We're going to find a boss's orders. We're going to go fishing. Every time there's a fish in play, we got to go after it. We got to go fishing. Okay, so research here. Yep. Research before refinement. That is the correct way to play that for sure. Did toss a Gardevoir EX though. A little unfortunate, but I'm sure they play 2 to 3. So they're probably not like worried or hurt by it. They're probably not even close to worried or hurt by it. Although, did they have a way to actually search their deck? Yeah, okay, they played an Ultra Ball last turn, so they know what's in the deck. So probably the right call. Basic Energy. Are they going to teleportation burst us? No, they're going to retreat. Okay. What are they going to retreat into though? That is the question. What are they going to retreat into? Why do we have double Moltres in the hand too? That's not good. Retreating into the memory skip routes. Okay. You know what? That's fine though, because it's not like we're going to Moonlight Shuriken them. So even if they do attack us in any way, we're probably not even worried about memory skip. But okay, so pass here. EXP share is not bad. Let's go ahead and conceal cards to draw 2. I think the one thing this deck is lacking is switch cards. We definitely need more switch cards for sure. We need to get a knockout though. We need to get a knockout. So I think what we're going to do is we are going to attach for the turn onto the Greninja. We're going to put an EXP share on the Darkrai. That seems fine. Let's go ahead and Dire Flame Wings onto the Moltres. We are going to Ultra Ball here. Get rid of these 2 homies. We can get Darkrai V-Star. And this is what I really like about the Darkrai's ability. So we can go ahead and Star Abyss. and we are going to be able to grab a Dark Patch plus an Ultra Ball. So Dark Patch is going to build up our Moltres for a KO this turn, which is great. We have this Ultra Ball in hand. We can go ahead and toss these cards. And with that, we can go get Bibarel and kind of like get deeper into the deck just like that. Like an unplayable hand just became playable off of the Star Abyss, which is so cool, man. It's just so dope. And we got a research. Not bad, but honestly, I think we're going to judge here. I don't know what's in their hand, but I would rather judge them. Okay, we got ourselves another Darkrai V-Star, so we can actually evolve this homie up. And we got a research for next turn. Honestly, looking pretty good. Let's go ahead and bring up Moltres. We'll just Aura Burn. I was kind of hoping to get the boss's orders at some point, but we did not get there, but that is fine. Let's go ahead and take our single prize. We got ourselves another Darkrai V-Star, so kind of useless at this point. We could research next turn, but I don't think it's 100% necessary. Let's see. Energy Burst actually could be a problem here. 30 damage for each energy attached to both active Pokemon. They can get the Gardevoir EX, load up the Mimikyu. They could just like completely demolish our bird. That is something that could 100% happen. But let's see if they can get there. They need a Gardevoir EX. They have 3 energy in discard, it looks like. And they could definitely draw into more. Yeah, so they're looking pretty good. Okay, Shining Arcana Gardevoir. Let's see if they... You know, they're not actually playing down the Gardevoir EX yet, so I'm wondering if maybe they did prize a couple? Because they did throw one away pretty early. Fog Crystal is going to get them an energy card. They've already refined with this one, so if they have like a support card in hand, any supporter would actually do pretty nicely here. Manaphy, we're not worried about Manaphy. We're not even close about it. Okay, Ultra Ball, that's going to get them to the Gardevoir EX. There we go. So we are going to see Yardy come down. No need for the rare candy when you already got the Curly out. Yeah, that's fine. I think the good thing here, though, is that we've limited their draw from 4 every turn to 2 now with Shining Arcana, so that's pretty good, pretty good. And also, Gardevoir is weak to Dark, so something to think about, Judge! Okay, you're going to judge us. That is actually okay. I'm fine with that. We did lose our research, but we got our research back. Is this the same hand, basically? This feels like it's the exact same hand. Okay, you know what? I'm fine with it. We'll take it. I'm not worried. Okay, yeah, so our bird is definitely going to get demolished here. No ifs, ands, or buts about that. Our bird is completely done skis. They're going to retreat and attack us with this Gardevoir. Honestly, I like that play a lot. That makes a lot of sense. I'm cool with it. Why give up 2 prizes when you can give up 1? That makes more sense to me. Okay, and they're weak to Steel, but Gardevoir EX is actually weak to Dark, so we are going to be cruising with a knockout on that thing here soon. We just got to find ourselves a boss's orders. Now, even though Moltres is going down, I think we still have one more in the deck. Yeah, we should still have one more in the deck, so we are going to be able to like accelerate some energies onto it. We do have EXP share on our Darkrai, so we can just, you know, scooch one down to a Darkrai V-Star, just like that. Now he just needs a single attach, and because the Gardevoir is so damaged, we really don't need to accelerate too many energies onto anything else to get a knockout here, but we should still do our absolute best to get that done. Okay, let's go ahead and put down the Shopping Center. We're going to use Shopping Center to actually pick up this EXP share. No longer needed on the active. We're going to put it on the Koffing down here. Let's go ahead and Nest Ball. Ooh, we don't actually have one in the deck. Okay, so no V in the deck, so no extra acceleration. That's fine. How many Dark Patches do we currently have? None? Did we prize like 2 Dark Patches plus Moltres? Yikes. Okay. Well then, let's go ahead and research. Nice, we got there. Okay, and we got another EXP share, so you know what? That's pretty decent. Let's do this. Let's go ahead and conceal cards. Draw a couple cards here. Oh, nice. We got the Weezing. It's too bad we don't have a Dark Patch to play around with. Do we really only have 1 Dark Patch? Wow, we do. So 2 of them are prized. That is a yikes. But we are doing 90 here, so you know what? That is fine. We'll just go ahead and go for the 90. Easy day. That is a knockout. They only had 20 HP on them left anyway, so let's go ahead and take a single prize here. It is a Bidoof. Not looking good, not looking good. We do have ourselves boss's orders, though, which is nice. But I'd rather have Klara. If I had Klara, they had knockout on the Darkrai V-Star. We had Klara. We can get ourselves a Moltres, the baby Moltres, and then possibly be able to take a huge knockout on this Mimikyu EX with a single prizer. But we don't quite have that, do we? We are not quite there. Not quite there at all. The bright side is that the energy that is currently on the board will stay on the board because we only have 2 energy, which is not great in this instance. It's not great at all. Oh, don't tell me they're actually going to like pull off a Zacian huge KO here with the Sky Seal Stone. Please don't have the Sky Seal Stone. I want to go fishing too. Like I want to knock out this Lumineon, but this is such a juicier target. Being weak to dark and all. Let's see. Routes coming down. That 2 memory skip routes? Or did they Miriam? No, I'm not even sure. It won't even let me keep this open. Like, I can't even tell. Okay, they must have clawed it back into the hand then. Okay, Psychic Embrace. Yeah, they're building up this Zacian V for a huge knockout. Which can be troublesome. That could actually be just a tad bit of an issue. Because now we have to go through the Zacian V here. We have to go through the Zacian V. They only put 3 on him, though. Do they not have enough? I guess they don't have enough. Okay, you know what? That is fine. We'll take that. Okay, so we're only doing 90. No real way to actually like boost up more damage here. Yeah, we're just gonna have to go for research. It's a lot of stuff that we can't really use, but we do have a Klara, which is nice. Let's put this here. So now we're doing 150, which still isn't enough. We're off by 10. Yeah, we're just gonna have to go for it. Very unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate. Maybe they only did the 3 because they knew if they did more, we could like possibly get a huge KO. But where are my dark patches? If we had a dark patch, that would have been a huge KO for us. But we prized all of our dark patches but 1. Not what we wanted to see, everybody. Not what we wanted to see at all. But I think we're kind of still in the clear. Like, even if they get a knockout on this Darkrai V-Star. Oh, I thought they were gonna. I was like, how'd they Roxanne us? We only have 4. They got rid of their fish too, so we're not going fishing. That's unfortunate. So yeah, I think we're still in a decent position. Like, if they attack here, do 150, they get a knockout, which is fine. But they can't really counter knockout with the Mimikyu EX. But they could knock out if they like Klara plus have Zacian V in hand and all that good stuff, or Klara then get Zacian V in hand. So definitely there is a way for them to actually get the KO. Let's move this here. And we can move this here. Although I don't think it's necessary to go in with the Darkrai next turn. I honestly don't think it's necessary. We're going to bring up the Weezing. Nice, more energy. That's what we want to see. Let's go ahead and Klara. We are going to get ourselves Moltres. Double Moltres? No, probably just one Moltres and a Moltres V. And we'll grab these. We will go ahead and put down the Moltres. Malevolent Charge will put 2 energy onto our Moltres. We can attach for the turn onto Moltres. And I kind of want to like, I'm going to Echoing Horn. Put this back on the bench. Like, I know that we're going to open the spot back up again, but like, I want the fish in play. I want to go fishing. All right, let's go ahead and conceal cards here. We can draw 2. Oh, we're only left with 1 card. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. Okay, you know what? We should have chilled. We should have chilled. Let's retreat. This counts as 2 energy. And we'll go up. Heavy Ball. Let's see if we did. Let's see. Yeah. Oh, man. All of them are in there. That's not good. That's not good at all. All right, we'll go ahead and Pal Pad. Put Boss back into the list and Klara so we don't deck ourselves out next turn. And we can Dire Flame Wings onto Moltres. And we will Fiery Wrath here. Get a knockout on the Zacian V. So now we are 2 prizes away from game. But so is our opponent. So is our opponent. They're going to need something like a Boss's Orders plus huge KO on something like Moltres or Darkrai. Something like that. But we'll see. We will see. Can they get there? We have Boss in deck. Okay. The Lumineon actually kind of helped because they put down the Greninja. So we know that Zacian is not coming out. That is actually huge for us. So Hopefully no boss. Hopefully no boss. Hopefully the Moltres kind of resets the prize race a little. And then we know that we have a boss's orders in the deck. All we really need to do is like Dark Patch to Weezing, attach to Darkrai, or even like get the Moltres built up. We have like the Dire Flame Wings onto it, attach, return, boss out the Gardevoir for a huge KO. Hopefully that's the route we can take. I am praying that is the case. Let's see if we kind of worked our way around this loss. Okay, Mimikyu getting built up. I'm assuming they're going to Energy Burst here, which means that we are probably in the clear. And we know that we can actually draw into that boss's orders, no problem whatsoever, because we have Ultra Ball, we have a way to like put another Pokemon down, we have Dark Patch plus attach return, we have a way to like really work this hand down. What are they doing? Wait, can they actually, do they have a boss in hand and get a huge knockout on something here? Oh my god, no way! No! Chill, bro, chill! Oh! We should have seen it coming. We should have seen it coming. Oh no, that's so bad. Why? We shouldn't have put that bird down. We shouldn't have put that bird down. No! I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. It was a lot of fun to play around with Darkrai V-STAR. Do I think it could be like a contender for like a tier 1 type list? I unfortunately do not think so. It's a lot of fun to play around with, and you can see that there are situations that you can really put your opponent into a really rough spot just by how fast you can accelerate things. So honestly, it's a fun deck. It's a great deck. I don't see it at the top tables anytime soon, unfortunately. But thank you guys for watching. I always truly appreciate it. Make sure you check out the description. You can find all my sponsors down there. You can also find the deck list for this deck in there, so you can try it out yourself. Thank you guys for watching. I always appreciate it. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It helps the channel grow, and we're very, very close to 400. So tell a friend and get them watching and join in the Vulcan Turtle family. But until next time, thank you, stay safe, and be kind.